Hello, it's Nat Sada from Business Mission. Thank you very much for zoning in to the quick business tips on our YouTube page. Really delighted to be here. And today's tips we're going to talk is how much money do I need to start a business and where can you find this money? Firstly, it really depends on what type of business you want to start and how much you will need to get your products or services to your first customers. Questions like this the questions like these I've just mentioned is why a business plan and financial projections are so key. Okay, from my years in business and helping people set up a business and starting costs, such are business plans and a mentor. You may be an expert and passionate in what you love to do. However, structuring a business is a totally different ballpark, okay? So it's a bit like you decide to build a house. You're not an architect. I mean, if you are, that's great. But if you are the average Joe out there who decides he wants a house or she wants a house, you would go and employ an architect, okay? So that's what you would do is you would go and employ a business planner, a business consultant like myself to help you lay those foundations and guide you through the process. There's also the legal documents you need for the business. If you decide I'm going to go and start a business with somebody else, you need a partnership agreement. There's the client agreement, the terms and conditions for your website, an NDA. There's also trademarking you must take into consideration. That's a very important cost is the trademark, buying all the domain names and email addresses for your company, getting a basic website. I always suggest my clients to just get a holding page to keep costs down. And when you get the money to come in, then you can have that full-fledged website. Okay, if you are selling a product, you could start on Etsy, or you could start on Not on the High Street and build up that follower and have a holding page on the side. And then move gently those people over, okay? If your business is a product base, you may need a shop or an office. However, I always advise to do as much online as possible. We are moving online. One of my clients runs a yoga studio, which she has converted her garage into the yoga studio, okay? Assets for the computer, for the business, such as a computer, maybe a phone, maybe a car, those sort of things. Money for marketing and getting the business off the ground. The business shows to start making you money in year 3, which means the first 3 years you need income to live off. Where will you get this money as it can't be taken out of the business? Okay. So it's very important that you understand the costs, okay? And doing a spreadsheet really lays down what is going to be involved. Many people just take the plunge and they don't write down the figures and then they're out of cash. Also, you need money to make sure that you go through those rough times like we just had the pandemic. Okay, so it's very important that you're going to be able to sail through those moments. And in the first 5 years of your business, you have to be able to make sure that you've got a kitty and you won't be taking out to pay your rent. Typical approaches to raising capital are often as bootstrap business using personal savings or income. Like you save, you have to have another job or another source of income to start a business. Tap into personal assets, okay? So for example, if you own a car, can you do that sacrifice? Can you sell the car to put the money towards the business? Maybe jewelry. I know one of my businesses, I had a block of gold from my grandfather and I sold it and I put it towards that and my degree, okay? So that, I know he's looking down on me thinking she's done something good with that, okay? Reach out to family and friends for loans, but make sure you do some sort of agreement that you will pay them back. Issue equity to friends and family instead of a loan. Maybe you want to get onto crowdfunding, okay? I would highly advise you stay away from loans or investors from the onset, because the thing is, if you can't pay them back, it gets very nasty. Personally, simply get a job, save some money, and start because it's not really fair to expect other people to fund your dreams. Okay. I mean, if somebody offers to help you, that's great. But again, put it in a document that they don't come back and sort of blackmail you and say, well, I lent you this in order for your business to go. And now it's making so well, you need to pay me back, which is obvious. But, you don't want to sort of be stuck in the blackmail. But at the end of the day, get a job. Whenever the salary comes in, even if it's £10, just put it on the side for the business. Okay, there's no rush. All right. So hopefully that will give you some idea of how much money you need to start a business. Thanks for tuning in our quick tip section, and hope to see you soon.